I thought, well, let's see, mescaline, some form of speed. I can stay up. You can't be too bad. I'll make the plane. Therefore, I'll eat the mescaline. And then, yeah, it's a true story. I had to type in order to hang on. The typewriter, and I tried to walk around the room sometimes, and I felt like I had to bang my head on the ceiling, and weird screeches from the outside. It was it explains it. That's an actual account of what happens when you run out of speed and you have to substitute mescaline in a hotel in LA, and yeah, it worked.
February the 18th and 19th. Getting toward dawn now, very foggy in the head, and no dexedrine left. For the first time in at least 5 years, I'm out of my little energy bombs. Nothing in the bottle but 5 Ritalin tablets and a big spancel of mescaline and speed. I don't know the ratio of the mixture or what kind of speed is in there with the mescaline. I have no idea what it will do to my head, my heart, or my body. But the Ritalin is useless at this point, not strong enough, so I'll have to risk the other. Oscar is coming by at 10 to take me out to the airport for the flight to Denver and Aspen. So if I sink into madness and weird hallucinations, at least he can get me checked out of the hotel. The plane ride itself might be another matter. How can a man know? Well, I just swallowed the bugger. Soon it will take hold. I have no idea what to expect, and in this dead, tired, run-down condition, almost anything can happen. My resistance is gone, so any reaction will be extreme. I've never had mescaline. Meanwhile, outside on the strip, the zoo action never stops. For a while, I watched 4 LA sheriffs beat up 2 teenagers, then handcuff them and haul them away. Terrible howls and screams floated up to my balcony. "I'm sorry, sir. Oh, God. Please, I'm sorry." Whack! One cop picked him up by the feet while he was hanging onto a hurricane fence. The other one kicked him loose, then kneeled on his back and whacked him on the head a few times. I was tempted to hurl a wine bottle down on the cops, but refrained. Later, more noise. This time a dope freak, bopping along and singing at the top of his lungs, some kind of medieval chant, oblivious to everything, just bopping along the strip. And remember that shooting scene in Alfie's? Also the film opening with a man reeling into a plastic house, vomiting, cursing the news, picking up a pistol, and firing into the ceiling, driven mad by the news and pressure of upward mobility. Then perhaps to the classic cat on Amateur at Night, his neighbor's wife. And from there to the shooting at Alfie's. Yes, it begins to gel. Jesus, 6:45 now and the pill is taking hold for real. The metal on the typewriter is turned from dull green to a sort of high gloss blue. The keys sparkle, glitter with highlights. I sort of levitated in the chair, hovering in front of the typewriter, not sitting. Fantastic brightness on everything, polished and waxed with special lighting. And the physical end of the thing is like the first half hour on acid, a sort of buzzing all over, a sense of being gripped by something, vibrating internally but with no outward sign or movement. I'm amazed that I can keep typing. I feel like both me and the typewriter have become weightless. It floats in front of me like a bright toy. Weird, I can still spell, but I had to think about that last one. Weird. Christ, I wonder how much worse this is going to get. It's 7 now and I have to check out in an hour or so. If this is the beginning of an acid-style trip, I might just as well give up on the idea of flying anywhere. Taking off in an airplane right now would be an unbearable experience. It would blow the top right off my head. The physical sensations of lifting off the ground would be unbearable in this condition. I feel like I could step off the balcony right now and float gently down to the sidewalk. Yes, and getting worse, a muscle in my thigh is seized by spasms, quivering like something disembodied. I can watch it, feel it, but not be connected. There's not much connection between my head and my body, but I can still type, and very fast, too. Much faster than normal. Yes, the goddamn drug is definitely taking hold, very much like acid. A sense of very pleasant physical paralysis. Wow, that spelling. While the brain copes with something never coped with before. The brain is doing all the work right now, adjusting to this new stimulus like an old soldier ambushed and panicked for a moment, getting a grip but not in command, hanging on, waiting for a break but expecting something worse. And yes, it's coming on. I couldn't possibly get out of this chair right now. I couldn't walk. All I can do is type. It feels like the blood is racing through me, all around my body, at fantastic speeds. I don't feel any pumping, just a sense of increased flow, speed, interior speed, and a buzzing without noise, high-speed vibrations and more brightness. The little red indicator that moves along with the ball on this typewriter now appears to be made of arterial blood. It throbs and jumps along like a living thing. I feel like vomiting, but the pressure is too great. My feet are cold, hands cold, head in a vice. Fantastic effort to lift the bottle of Budweiser and take a sip. I drink like breathing it in, feeling it all the way cold into my stomach. Very thirsty, but only a half a beer left and too early to call for more. Christ, there's the catch. I am going to have to deal with all manner of complicated shit like packing, paying, all that shit any moment now. If the thing bites down much harder, I might wig out and demand beer. Stay away from the phone. Watch the red arrow. This typewriter is keeping me on my rails. Without it, I'd be completely adrift and weird. Maybe I should call Oscar and get him down here with some beer to keep me away from that balcony. Oh shit, this is very weird. My legs are half frozen and a slow panic in my stomach, wondering how much stranger it will get. Turn the radio on, focus on something, but don't listen to the words, the vicious bullshit. Jesus, the sun is coming up. The room is unbearably bright. Then a cloud across the sun. I can see the cloud and the sudden loss of light in the room, now getting brighter as the cloud passes or moves. Out there somewhere, much harder to type now, but it must be done. This is my handle. Keep the brain tethered. Hold it down. Any slippage now could be a landslide, losing the grip, falling or flipping around. Christ, can't blow my nose. Can't find it, but I see it in my hand too. But they can't get together. Ice in my nose. Trembling with the radio on now. Some kind of flute music. Cold and fantastic vibration so fast I can't move. The ball just flipped back. A space capsule floating across the page. Some kind of rotten, phony soul music on the radio. Melvin Laird singing The Weight. Oh, yes, we get weary, weary, weary. Some fuck-awful accent. Hair jelly music. Anthony Hatch in Jerusalem. Great God, the stinking news is on. Get rid of it. No mention of Nixon. Too much for a tortured head. Christ, what a beastly job to look for a new station on this radio dial. Up and down, the bright blue line and all these numbers. Quick switch to FM. Get rid of the fucking news. Find something in a foreign language. The news is already on the TV screen, but I won't turn it on. Won't even look at it. Nixon's face. God damn. I just called Oscar. Fantastic effort to dial, and the fucking line is busy. Hang on now. No slippage. Ignore this weird trembling. Laugh. Yes, that sense of humor. Snag it down from somewhere. The skyhook. Jesus, I have to lock that door. Get the do not disturb sign out before a maid blunders in. I can't stand it. I just heard one out there, creeping along the hallway, jiggling doorknobs. Ho, ho. Yes, that famous smile. Yes, I just got hold of Oscar. He's coming with some beer. That is the problem now. I can't start fucking around with the management, shouting for beer at this hour of dawn. Disaster area that way. Don't fuck with the management. Not now in this wicked condition. Conserve this inch of beer until Oscar arrives with more. Get a human buffer zone in here. Something to hide behind. The fucking news is on again. On FM this time. Senior sewing time is 15 minutes until 8 o'clock. Washington's birthday sale, we cannot tell a lie. Our machines will sew you into a bag so fast you'll think you went blind. Goddamn, is there no human peaceful sound on the radio? Yes, I had one for an instant, but now more ads and bullshit. Now, right there, a violin sound. Hold that. Stay with it. Focus on that violin sound. Ride it out. Ah, this beer won't last. The thirst will doom me to fucking with the management. No, I have some ice left on the balcony. But careful out there. Don't look over the edge. Go out backwards. Feel around for the paper ice bucket. Seize it carefully between thumb and forefinger. Then walk slowly back to this chair. Try it now. Done, but my legs have turned to jelly. Impossible to move around except like a rolling ball. Don't bounce. Get away from that phone. Keep typing. The grip, the handle. Jesus, my hands are vibrating now. I don't see how they can type. Keys feel like huge plastic mounds, very mushy, and that bright red arrow jumping along like a pill in one of those sing-along movie shorts, bouncing from word to word with the music. Thank God for the sonata in F major for oboe and guitar by Charles Starkweather. No ads, listener-sponsored radio, not even news. Salvation has many faces. Remind me to send a check to this station when I get well. KPFA? Sounds right. The beer crisis is building. I am down to saliva in this last brown bottle. Goddamn, half my brain is already pondering how to get more beer, but it won't work. No way. No beer is available here, no way. Now, Tim, think about something else. Thank God for this music. If I could get to the bathroom, I'd like to get a towel and hang it over the face of this stinking TV set. The news is on there. I can smell it. My eyes feel bigger than grapefruits. Where are the sunglasses? I see them over there. Creep across. That cloud is off the sun again. For real this time. Incredible light in the room. White blaze on the walls. Glittering typewriter keys. And down there under the balcony, traffic moves steadily along the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, California, zip code unknown. We just came back from the tour of the Soviet Union and Denmark. Careful now, don't stray into the news. Keep it pure. Yes, I hear a flute now. Music starting again. What about cigarettes? Another problem area. And I hear that wily old charwoman sucking on the doorknob again. God damn her sneaky ass, what does she want? I have no money. She comes in here, the rest of her days will be spent in a fear coma. I am not in the mood to fuck around with charwomen. Keep them out of here. They prowl this hotel like crippled wolves. Smile again. Yes, gain a step. Tighten the grip. Oh, when will this thing peak? It seems to be boring deeper. I know it can't be worse than acid, but that's what it feels like now. I have to catch a plane in 2 hours. Can it be done? Jesus, I couldn't fly now. I couldn't walk to the plane. Oh, Jesus, the crunch is on. My throat and mouth are like hot gravel, and even the saliva is gone. Can I get to the bottle of Old Crow and mix it up with the remains of these ice fragments? A cool drink for the freak? Give the gentleman something cool, dear. Can't you see he's wired his brain to the water pump and his ears to the generator? Stand back, those sparks. Back off. Maybe he's too far gone. Call a snake around him. Get that drink. Boy, you are slipping. We need concentration. Yes, the music. Some kind of German flower song. Martin Bormann sings White Rabbit. Ambushed in the jungle by a legion of naked gooks. Whiskey über alles. Get that drink. Get up. Move. Done. But my knees are locked and my head is about 20 feet higher than my feet. And this room with an 8-foot roof making travel very difficult. The light again. Get those sunglasses. Unlock the knees and creep over there. Not far. Yes, I'm wearing the glasses now, but the glare's still all around. Getting out of this hotel and catching this plane is going to be weird. I see not much hope, but that's not the way to think. I have managed to do everything else I've had to do so far. 23 minutes past 8 on this brain-saving station. I hear echoes of the news leaking out of the back of the TV set. Nixon has ordered the Condor Legion into Berkeley. Smile. Relax a bit, sip that drink. Bagpipes now on the radio, but it's really violin. They're fucking around with these instruments. Sounds like a tractor in the hall. The charwomen are going to cave my door in with a fucking web vehicle. A crane in the hall. Snapping doors off of hinges like so many cobwebs. Creaking and clanking along. This hotel has gone all to hell since a chain took it over. No more grapefruit in the light sockets, the lamp sockets. Put some lamp black on these walls. Take off the glare. We need more hair on these walls, and crab lice in the rug to give it life. There are marijuana seeds in this rug. The place is full of them. The rug crackles like popcorn when I walk. Who planted these seeds in this rug, and why aren't they watered? Now, yes, there is a project. Tend the crops. Soak the rug like a drenching rain, some kind of tropical downpour. Good for the crops. Keep the ground damp and prune the leaves every other day. Be careful about renting the room. Special people, nature freaks, tillers of the soil. Let them in, but for God's sakes, keep the char women out. They don't like things growing in the rug. Most of them seem like third-generation Finns, old muscle turned to lard and hanging like wasp nests. Wasp nests? Slipping again, beware. Oscar just came in, bringing beer. I seem to have leveled out, like after the first rush of acid. If this is as deep as it's going to bore, I think we can make that plain, but I dread it. Getting in a steel tube and shot across the sky, strapped down. Yes, I sense a peak, just now, a hint of letdown, but still vibrating and hovering around with the typewriter. The cloud is over the sun again, or maybe it's smog, but the glare is gone from the walls. No highlights on the buildings down below, no sparkle on the rooftops, no water, just gray air. I see a concrete mixer moving, red and gray, down on that other street a long way off. It looks like a matchbox toy. They sell them in airports. Get one for one. I think we will catch that plane. Someday when things are right, and like they should be, we can do all this again by putting a quarter in the Holiday Inn vibrator bed and taking a special madness pill. But wait, hold over there. We can do that now. We can do almost anything now, and why not? Los Angeles, 1969.